folks. So, Sunday, the 10th of November. Are we ready for reading for today? See what wants to come through in the cards for those watching. Tomorrow is the 11/11 portal. So, a huge day for us all. Yeah, I thought I'd had my cards upside down, but they're right on the right way up. I'll do reversals. I've not done reversals for a while. Um, that's interesting. That card was on the bottom when I looked earlier. Um, Four of Cups, something we're trying to reach, someone trying to reach you. Um, and we've also got this one here, which can be first dates. Let's. Am I gonna shuffle? Keep shuffling, or am I gonna stop where we are now? I'm gonna shuffle one more time. This feels like it could be love reading. Somebody, right? And I think it's possibly gonna. Well, I'm not gonna. Well, possibly male that maybe betrayed you in the past, backstabbed you, could come back and could try to reconnect. There's also something here of it causing you to shut down for other relationships because it's almost like this feeling it's always too good to be true. I thought he or she was going to be Miss or Mr. Perfect. He ticked all the boxes. She ticked all the boxes. How could it go from that to this? From that to this? For some of you, it took you a while to want to let somebody in. It took you a while to trust. Maybe there was other people involved, affairs. This has affected your self-confidence as a woman or as a man. It's affected your place in the world. And the high priestess comes in intuition. It affects your intuition as well. Why didn't I see the signs? Or maybe you did see the signs, but didn't want to see the signs. Why? Why would other women do this to other women? Why would other men do this to other men? There's a lot going on here. I wasn't expecting this read day before a portal, but we'll have it. Um, I'm hearing they cheated, but it's time to rise. That was a gorgeous. I wish I could share this vision with you. I'll tell you what I saw. I saw the high priestess melt into water, and she melts into all those feelings, and she drowns in her own feelings. But then I saw her and rise up. And I heard the words, tell them they've got to rise up. Tell them they've been there, they've drowned, they've felt vulnerable, but now they have to rise up. This is a big, deep breath that is needed here. Yeah, and to start again. Needing to start again. I'm also feeling here as well, there's lots of new relationships waiting to come on grid, but they're getting stalled because people are still in the old relationships. And from that, from that I mean their brain is still there, their energy is still there, their soul is still there. There's still a part of them that's in that old relationship. And these new knights and knightesses want to come in. And there's also new versions of you waiting to come on grid, but they can't come on grid because you're holding that density. Sometimes we can hold something, and that new version, that new soul fragment, wants to come in and take us to the next step, but it can't because it cannot come into that density. So that's why we have to purge that to make space for that. You've heard me talk about the dirty fridge analogy. Rotten food in, let's leave it, let's leave it, let's leave it. Bing bong, food delivery comes, your fresh food comes. You open the fridge, it stinks. Ugh, right? It's full of rotten food. What are you going to do? Oh, shit. I can't put the clean food in with the dirty food because it'll rot that. Right, I'm going to have to clean that fridge out really quickly. But as you're doing that, that food is sat on the side, not in a cool temperature. Do you catch my drift? So, Four of Swords, endings and new beginnings. Closing down these old relationships. For some of you, this could be recent stuff you've gone through. For some of you, it could be past and it's coming up in dreams, it's coming up in memories, it's coming up in conversations with others. Sorry, I just dazzled my own self then because I've got sparkly things on my jumper. It's reflecting on the screen. So I'm like, what is on my screen? And then I realised if I'm looking like that, that's why. It's time to draw a line under it. Yeah, and self-love. Ace of Cups, emotions. Some of you are really feeling this and you're like, yes, yes, this I've been feeling this for some time, Claire. It's about letting go. It's about letting go. Um, and accepting that, sometimes things don't work out and it's always for a reason. And observing in future that when we meet a future partner, are my needs going to be met with this person? Are they present? Are they always distracted? Are they always working every hour God sends? Are they always watching crazy stuff on telly? Are they distracted? Can I build a life with them? Can I talk about I come across clients that actually will not talk about being interested in tarot to partners because the partners are non-believers. And I just like that is so heartbreaking because your life partner should be able to accept that side of you. They should be interested. They may not get it. They may not get tarot and have their own tarot decks. I'm not talking about being kumbaya and happy clappy. What I'm talking about, being able to put your cards up, being able to have your crystals out, being able to watch someone like me on YouTube in your living room without being laughed at and mocked. That's precious. That is free. That is, you don't have to pay for that. Say if you're into your fitness and, you need somebody else that can get you. Um, Hermit, the deep thinker coming in again. A lot of deep thinking here. Still sniffling. And taking things forward, the King of Wands. Some of you here are maybe dealing with past partners that still want their own way. What comes after? The Wheel of Fortune. Some things never change here. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, the Empresses could be down to children, childcare issues. Doing the best you can in each moment, so not joining in the aggression, the passive aggressiveness. There's something here with the harvest as well. I know that in the northern hemisphere we're in autumn, and in the southern we're in spring, heading into summer. Um, so there's balance here. There's balance, needing to bring balance as a mother, needing to bring balance into your life as a mother. Because if you are a single mother, you're gonna get double trouble, aren't you? Because you're gonna be doubly exhausted. Finding a way to mother, finding your way to mother. How can you mother others as a mother? Um, and finding balance in the stages of your life. Page of Pentacles coming in again. He comes in a lot recently. There's financial worries here. Financial worries with the Empress and the Queen of Wands. What can you do to change that? What can you do to tackle it? This could be mindset things, going into a more abundant mindset. This could be, what can I sell? This can be such a triggering subject, can't it? What can I sell? Why should I sell anything? But, how can I downsize? How can I change? How can I earn money myself? There's a lot here, and there are no easy answers with this. But the Queen of Wands does it her way. She's a powerful queen. She's the fiery queen. She's a queen of transformation. The Devil card wanting to keep you trapped in lower abundance. new ideas, more and more people going into turning their hobbies. Every person on this planet has something within them that they can use to make money, has a gift that they bring to the table that they can use to make money. Um, yeah, we say make money, and here we go. Changing how we view making money, needing to balance the books, getting financial advice as well. I'm really feeling you can get through this. You just need to spend some time looking at it. Some of you haven't been looking at it, and I'm guilty of this. I hate, if you've been following me a while, I hate ringing banks. I hate it. I hate it. And I've spoken about this, especially when you live an energetic life, and we all live an energetic life. But you can really struggle with going into 3D matrix, having those meetings with accountants and bank managers can really leave us feeling out of control, but do it in your own way. Um, Emotions coming up. There's a pressure here. I want my kids to have everything. Well, you know, we can't have everything, and that's a big thing about a human life. We can't have everything. And you know what? No allows growth for both. They need air, they need food, they need shelter, they need clothes. You know, they need water, they need love, they need compassion, they need joy, they need presence. And I'm getting here as well that some of you have children that actually at soul level wanted to come in and experience. I mean, I put my hand up for this as well, where you can experience financial lack as a child. Not through any fault of my parents, but it was just as it was. Um, and actually, there's a lot of lesson in that and a lot of appreciation, and it makes you stronger. It makes you tougher. When you've not got bank of mum and dad to bail you out all the time, it makes you creative. It makes you, dependable on yourself. So there's something here about maybe having these conversations with your children, saying, "Look, we can't have the design labels. We can't have, hundreds of toys under the tree at Christmas. But what you can have is this." Um, and bringing in the ancestral knowledge with that as well. And because the knots that have been, you're tying yourself up in knots here with finances. There's a lot of financial stress that you're taking on here that doesn't need to be. And it's blocking you, it's blocking you abundantly because the whole world wants to open up. Things want to come in. And maybe you want the big ship to come in, but there's actually little ships here. But these little ships are just as valuable as the big ship. Three of Pentacles, collaboration. Money can come in. There is, when we get a lot of money, we've got a lot of money energy coming in here. And manifestation, you can create, you can manifest. This is why I always talk about being careful what we say. For example, I can't afford that. That's too expensive. I'll never be able to afford that. I'm always going to be poor. I've always been poor. All of that stuff you're telling the waters of your body, that you're telling your universe that. So the universe goes, oh, okay, and it delivers more. It really does. It delivers more of that lack. And when I used to laugh when I used to hear that, I used to think it was BS, but it's really not. It really, really isn't. Oh, oops, Oracle cards for those watching. Exchanging gifts has fallen out. Exchanging gifts. Talking about abundance and blessed. Finding blessings in the gifts that you have. There's a lot to be learned from the simple things of life. Creative gifts as well. What can we make? Um, we often think of straight. I did it then. Straight. Oh, gifts box. There's a big box there with a ballerina in it and ribbons and but what are your gifts? What are your spiritual gifts? What are your gifts as a woman and as a man and as a human being on this planet? What do you bring to the table? What are your blessings? And if you really focused on those gifts, you wouldn't need the other gifts. You'd release yourself from the never-ending story because a lot of people are trapped here. Go to say, I'm lost, I can't find my way home. Building blocks comes out because card has come out nearly every day this week. Building blocks for life. Sometimes you have to go back to basics to come back and breathe. Another card. Breathe, breathe, breathe. The power of stillness and meditation at this time is profound, and you are between worlds. And this can pass. It does feel as though this can pass with some tweaking, with some accountability, with sorting your stuff out, with facing it and feeling it and finding a way and talking to people, you can find a way through it. I feel a lot of it's going on up here and it's amplifying things. Yeah, you're going round and round in circles. You're tying yourself up in knots over finances. I'm worried about baby's father, children's father, overthinking things, and it's leaving you exhausted. So you can't actually work. You can't actually sort your finances out. You can't because your mind's so with everything. And deep knowing, coming back to deep knowing. Coming back to the wise owl and stepping away from chaos and conflict and cleaning up that part of your life that is still in chaos and conflict. It could even be just another aspect of you that still wants to play in chaos and conflict. If you think about what we're going through now, the evolution, there'll be parts of us that are firmly anchored in the higher dimensions, but there's also parts of us that are still playing in the trauma. Big chunks of us or bits of it at different times. So it's about, sitting down with those bits of you that wants to go into this energy and saying, look, remember the teaching, remember spiritual teaching about abundance and manifestation and the inner world creating the outer world. And this can be tough love conversations, but they're tough love conversations that we need to make with ourselves. That not everything can be by the book. Um, and this is a time of regeneration. So, sometimes you're stripped bare. So you think about winter. The trees lose their leaves, they lose their colour. The flowers go, the colours of the flowers and everything goes. It's all bare. Then we get the snow, and the snow looks gorgeous. And the snow, when it snows, there's a stillness in the air that you do not get on a sunny day. There is a stillness there, a feeling in the energy. I love that feeling. I think it's beautiful. And it's the same for your life. Sometimes everything is stripped away from you for you to breathe, have space, and then to regenerate back into the version that you were meant to be. And that is how you stay loyal to you. Two of Cups energy, this as well. External, internal reflection, projection coming in. Chop wood, carry water, getting those books sorted out and bringing balance into your life. Balance for finances, balance for emotions. Yes. Whoa, that's a lot. We went down a lot of tangents there. But yes, thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Bye.